washes it, she cuts it curly, she straightens it. It's like an afro. Like, it's like when I go to bed with wet hair, like it kind of looks like Cindy's hair right now. Like, it was huge. And she starts coming at me with scissors. And I'm like, no, don't touch me. The woman's like, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay. Like, no, you can't cut like this. Like, no. She's like literally Edward Scissorhanding coming at me with the pair of scissors. I'm like hysterical. Like, stop. The manager comes over. She's like, what's going on? She's like, it's all okay. I'm like, it's not okay. Let me out of the chair. Take the cape off me. I will pay. Just let me out of the chair. Then the manager is like, you don't need to cause a big scene and you still have to pay. I'm like, that's okay. I said I would pay. By then, everybody in the salon is looking at me. I feel like such a moron. So I go to leave. So they tell me I don't have to pay. That's fine. I go back to the ship. I have to shower because my hair is just massive. I don't know what the hell she put in it, like super glue or some kind of gunk. I had to wash it 3 times to get it out. Tried to do it myself. It still won't straighten because whatever crap she put in it is still not washing out of my hair. Last time I ever went to a hairdresser. I have learned to cut my own hair. I have cut my own hair since. I've had it down to my butt. Now it's about shoulder length. All in between, no problems. So yes, I cut my own hair during quarantine.
So is it one length though? Because every time I see you have it in a bun.
Here, I'll pull it out. It's a mess now because.
Oh, okay. So yeah, all right. So I get it.
It's hairs back.
How do you cut back there?
Slowly, carefully. It usually takes a few shots.
Okay. I guess I wonder if a lot of hairdressers do cut their own hair. I don't know.
Shots as in alcohol or shots as in attempts?
Both.
Okay.
That's always
Carol, one shot of Fireball. Let's do the right. One shot of Fireball. Let's do the left.
I have a little bit too much wine every couple of years, and I'm like, I think I could pull off bangs again. And then the next morning I wake up and have a hangover and then look in the mirror and think, oh, shit. That's right.
All regrets.
Oh,
You
boy.
wake up with the wrong person, but you wake up with bangs. Got it.
Oh, man. So, Sassy, what are some other exciting things in your town besides, okay, so if you ride to the grocery store?
No, can't do that. But definitely the bars, the essentials. But
right.
Yeah, no, that's it's just an interesting, that's pretty much all the town's focus on is horseback riding. So, a lot of the restaurants are accommodating, but I'm sitting on my front porch right now and watching a lady ride by on her horse, just having a morning stroll before the heat kicks in. Just another day in the life. Let me see. I don't even know how to.
A whole world existed.
Let me see.
Hold on.
See her. I don't know if she just.
Legit, there's a person going down the road
look.
with a horse.
Oh,
yeah. And there she is. Can you see her
I'm so jealous of your grief.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Here, this is another lifestyle. There's a tractor.
A tractor's going by.
He's not looking. Yep, you never know what's going to pass by on my porch. We sit out here and have cocktails and.
Do you have a fan on your porch?
Yeah, I have a ceiling fan.
I love your porch.
I know, I love my porch.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I love this. I love this little house. I'm a renter, and I just got lucky when I scored this house. I've been here for 10 years. I won't ever leave this house. I told them, I said, if I move out, it's because I'm dying or I'm getting married, and you have better odds with dying. So.
Same, girl, same.
Never doing that marriage thing again.
So we just witnessed a tractor and a horse go by.
So yeah, otherwise it's a beautiful day here in California.
Saturday morning.
It's not too shabby.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to hit 54 today, and it's sunny. So we're like, this is summer. We're thriving up here. Summer. So.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I've been out on the deck all morning with the planters and finally getting my bulbs in the ground and.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to go rake, but I'm not sure.
Can I ask an American question? Because I don't understand this American stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trump telling people to inject Lysol? I need an explanation.
Cindy, or you want me to go first?
Like, did he actually say that?
Yeah, he actually did.
Well, not in those words.
Did. Right.
I watched the video. It wasn't in those words. It wasn't American people, go home, inject Lysol, get healthy. It wasn't like that.
But like,
what happened was, and this is my interpretation, and again, I am not a Trump fan, so please let the record show that. He was discussing how ultraviolet light helps disinfect surfaces. Disinfectant helps disinfect surfaces. And he turned his head away from the crowd to one of the doctors and brainstormed out loud to the doctor. Like, so maybe is there a way to like inject people with disinfectant stuff that would help clean out their lungs? It wasn't like
the lungs are important. He said
the lungs are important because he is right. It's a respiratory illness, and people are feeling, tightness in their chest and can't breathe, hence the ventilators. So he was brainstorming with the doctors, like maybe there's some kind of equivalent. That's my interpretation. Maybe there's some kind of equivalent of like a disinfectant for humans to put in their lungs. And if he had used his words wisely and said maybe like a medication of some sort that might do that.
Disinfectant.
Not disinfectant, but he was brainstorming with the doctor. He wasn't looking at the crowd. I watched the video because I was like, are you effing kidding me? But he wasn't watching the crowd going, okay, ladies and gentlemen, people of America, please take Lysol. It wasn't like that, but it got so twisted. So because that's why I was like, I couldn't believe that this happened. But when I heard it, I went, he was just brainstorming in public with the doctor, one-on-one.
Best time to be brainstorming.
Yeah, but Sassy,
yeah.
Can you imagine being in meetings with him with these type of brainstorming?
No. Well, you know what? No, he's not. He doesn't have a good bedside manner, to politically correct put that. He's not
the most politically correct way I've heard him referred to ever.
He does not have a bedside manner. He's a tell it like it is. This is the way we're going to do it. Eat it or not. And no offense, and I don't mean to disinfect it, but again, but I don't agree with him a lot of times. I agree with what happens is I don't know, but that's how I interpreted the whole disinfectant thing. I don't think he was like, go buy Lysol. You can't even get Lysol. We're out of it. So,
yeah,
but
no.
I think it was just bad brainstorming talk.
Right. And I mean, he just, again, he was trying, he just sounded like a complete idiot per usual. And of course, everything he says, they are going to spin and run with it. I completely agree.
I truly think it was his logic was, is there some way for us to clean inside of ourselves?
But
the way we're cleaning the surfaces, but it just totally.
We can't get this material even on SNL right now.
You can't write.
He just. Sometimes when I watch it, I think, "Is this a skit?"
I know.
And me and my girlfriend are not. We are not Trump fans at all. But the other day we put on his little 6 o'clock, like my ratings are bigger than the Bachelorette ratings, a news story, right? Where he says, he's like, I am Super Bowl football ratings right now. And my girlfriend was like, for once, he's tolerable because he just stands up there for an hour and a half and rambles about nothing and it's amusing as hell. She goes, for once. But honestly,
yeah, she has a point.
I mean, I am over him, and I am really over Cuomo and all of this every day. Like, it's enough. I don't want to hear anymore.
No matter who the president was, if this was to happen, I think whoever it would be, yay or nay, whether you like them, that's a lot of shit to handle. You know what I mean? This is just a lot of shit that no one expected. And so even if this was someone that we liked, I still think, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't for the most part, because everyone has opinions on what should be happening, and you add them all up and you're either doing wrong or you're doing right. So I try to, see both sides of it, but I no matter who the president is, and this was to go down, you're not going to satisfy everyone. It's just human nature. You're not going to make everyone happy. Everyone's going to find something. You're always going to have a good odd of someone over in the corner going, no, wrong. you're not doing it right. So, you know.
Over Easter weekend, Trudeau said, like, don't go visit family for Easter. Like, stay home. This isn't the time. Like, things aren't good. So his wife and kids are quarantining in their one house, and he's working out of the other house. They're like 20 minutes apart. But for the weekend, he went to see his family. People are just tearing him apart.
See?
And she tested positive, didn't she?
Correct.
She was positive. He was, so that's why her and the kids went to quarantine away from him.
Okay.
Because she was positive.
He tested.
So
correct?
he hadn't seen his kids. Huh?
Yeah. He tested positive, correct?
Sarah?
Who has it?
No.
Oh, his wife was.
His wife was positive.
Okay.
So he hadn't seen his kids in 3 weeks, and they've got like little kids. And so for Easter weekend, he went to his house, which realistically, he could be traveling from that house to work every day. He just isn't. He's staying at the other house to work. But people just went nuts over it. But this, after the Trump Lysol thing the other day, one of the reporters said, like, so what do you think about what's going on in the States? Like, Trump wants people, like, injecting Lysol, and now they're going to start opening up states and everything. And do you think we'll be following suit? And he's like, yeah, no, we follow science here. That was the end of the question. Just shut him right down.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I do think that I think that up here in upstate, we should probably be able to open up sooner than the city of New York. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers are just totally, but I'm like, open up everything at this point. You know why? Because I'm out there every day working in it. So for me, I don't have that like fear of, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm not quarantined by any means. I must have looked at 400 people in public yesterday. Okay. Telling you 12 hours, I was in and out. I was in and out of offices, in and out of, construction sites all day. And so I don't feel like my life has really changed, because honestly, all I ever do is work and then quarantine at home at night. So for me,
that's my life every time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we ever do anything. Like, the only thing that we're not able to do is maybe go shopping at, I don't know, Kohl's that I can't, but other than that, I'm always quarantined. So for me to say they should just open, I'm not home and I don't have a fear. And I have a few people that are like, won't leave the house. They're completely freaked out. They have worked themselves up into friends. I mean, that's a lot of people, right?
I won't let my parents leave the house, but they're older. My dad's 88, just finished radiation a couple months ago. He's susceptible.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen them in over a month, but that being said,
and I haven't,
my friend.
Right. I dropped my food off at my mother in the porch. I'm not letting her go out. She's in her 80s, But other than that, my kids are essential. They're working every day. So for me to say open everything up, I feel like I'm saying it because I'm out there and I don't have a fear. But I've got friends that are like, I can't even leave the house. Like, aren't you scared? I'm like, aren't I scared? If I was scared, I'm out there. I have no choice.
It's the anxiety is getting the best of them, and they're getting in their heads. But yeah, I agree. I truly think LA and New York and these high populated cities are the ones that really need to lay low versus us that are kind of out in the sticks.
Yeah.
Because I know it's more spread. We're not living on top of each other like the cities are. Yeah. So that's a whole nother world. But they just announced like Disneyland's not going to be opening anytime soon. No, I was supposed to see the Eagles last month, and I didn't get to see them because of all this. And any kind of grand functions, concerts and parks and stuff, it's too many people. I don't know how they're going to do that. But I truly think that the regular, not piled on communities, it's not so bad. But you take that risk anytime you go out of the house anyway. Not that lives don't matter, but I drive a car every day. Who's to say I don't get whacked by a bus?
Yeah.
These are the risks we take. I get it. I think they have lowered the curve. And I think, let's slowly open up the suburbias and luckily everyone can work from home for the most part. Cindy and I are people who couldn't. I couldn't work from home. I have to go and you have to go make food. So, there's some things that just happens. People are working at the grocery stores. They're the ones I feel bad